Guys, welcome to a fresh new episode of Booksfinity, and today we are we are starting a whole new series. A series which is based on the mythology of India. Indian mythology, Indian mythos, what I'll call it in short. Last whole month I shot Dan Brown series and it was fun shooting it. Right now I have the Indian mythos series starting, and the history books start from 16th century, the Mughal Empire, and we are taught so many things, and it ends when India gets independence, and no one talks what happened after that. No one talks about 1970s. It ends at 1949 when India gets independence. We are taught every theory, every movement, but why don't we talk about the actual past of India? Why don't we talk about the Vedas, the Rig Veda, so many ways? Why don't we talk about Mahabharata or Ramayana? Those have no mention in the history books. Not even a word of Mahabharata or Ramayana. Why? I mean, that's a question to think of. If I would love if NCERT books have Mahabharata and Ramayana also being taught in our schools, because we are not taught that. And Mahabharata is such a book that has so many interesting facts and so many lessons, so many life lessons which we can learn from Mahabharata. So many management lessons. There are books by Paulo Coelho. You must have heard him. The Alchemist. The lessons which are taught in Alchemist are already there in Mahabharata. I'm not saying that he has copied it, but it is already there. And this book was written such a long time back. And Shri Ganesh was the one who recited Mahabharata. See the statue over here? He was the one who recited Mahabharata. And how many of you know that it was not originally called Mahabharata, it was called Jaya. And in this book we have Jaya. Jaya by Devdutt Patnaik. This is an illustrated version of Mahabharata. Mahabharata, if you go in bookstores and ask for Mahabharata, they will give you a 2,000, 3,000 page fat book which you won't be able to complete it. I'm sure you won't be able to complete it. But this one is a very short illustrated version of the book. There are snippets by the author given after every chapter, where it actually tells about how Mahabharata has evolved, how this book has evolved in different societies and different cultures. So all of these things are given. The story is actually given in a very shorter format with illustrations which are made by Devdutt Patnaik. And then after end of every chapter, the chapters are very short. After end of every chapter, we have a small snippet which is provided, and author's opinions and all the things, all the lessons which you can learn. So either you can buy this book and read this. It's a very short book, to be honest, 260, 270 pages, Mahabharata. And it is a belief in many states like Maharashtra, Odisha, West Bengal. People believe that you should not read Mahabharata in your house because it will cause fights in your house. Because Mahabharata is a story of quarrels. It's a story of dividing and ruling. So it's believed that if you read Mahabharata in your house, it will cause fights. But if you read Jaya, there won't be any fights in your house. So you should read Jaya by Devdutt Patnaik. It's an amazing book written by him. And we should know about the Indian past, whatever happened. The book is divided into into three major points or major parts. The first one is the pre-war period, the war period, the main war which happened, and the post-war period. Gambling is there. Gambling is a very important part of Indian mythos, Indian mythology. It's there in every history of India. You'll find gambling, you'll find a lot of things, and we'll discuss everything in the upcoming few episodes which I'll make. We'll talk about Indian mythology, we'll talk about Shiva, we'll talk about Vishnu, we'll talk about Ramayana. So there are many more things to come, and make sure you read this book out, check this book out, because there are so many lessons you can learn from it. The book is written in a very simple language, and sometimes people feel that the book is boring because there are a lot of characters. This book doesn't have like it doesn't have a lot of characters. So you're going to find it interesting for sure, for sure. You can tell me your opinions after reading this book. So I would love to know your opinions. If you have already read it, please tell me in the comment sections below. And we'll meet next Sunday with Ramayan. Like we discussed Mahabharata, we'll discuss Ramayan next. So till then, bye bye.